Well, hello everyone, it's me, Daniel with Website Candy, and I know this is a different style of video here other than what you've normally seen from me. However, it's 2016 and we're doing something different here, late 2016. But I have 10 top features that I want to talk to you guys about in reference to the new ISO 10. And the reason why I haven't unlocked my phone yet and got started is because I want to kind of show you guys the raise to wake. So as my phone is here, is sleeping, you can see that it's down here. And as I raise it up here, you can see the raise to wake, which is really cool. And before we go any further, I want to kind of just slide right over to the left there, to some of you guys the right, and you can see all kind of different widgets in reference to my phone, my watch battery, my activity, the weather, up next, and Siri suggestions, my fitness pal, and ESPN. And right down here, I can go over here and I can hit edit, and it's going to ask me to unlock my phone here, and I can add all kind of different things right to my widget board here if I decide that that's what I want to do. The iPhone 6s is extremely fast, so as soon as you hit that button right there, it's going to unlock the phone in any way. So here's all the different widgets I can add right here, but I'm just going to kind of keep it the way I have it right now. The one thing I do want to talk to you guys about is the maps. Okay, maps is really cool. I think maps is really awesome. I tried it out this morning as far as my navigation, and it was really awesome. And keep in mind that we're in beta right now, so it's telling me that I'm 49 minutes to get home on the good transit service reported, which is cool. It's showing me the weather right down here in the corner. However, it's not really going to take me 49 minutes to get home, but whatever. So I say I wanted to kind of click over in here and I wanted to go to Harold's Chicken and Ice Bar, which is 22 miles away, and they're open right now. It's giving me a lot of data. It's showing me the Yelp reviews right here. It's showing me the cost. It's only two little dollar signs, which that means it's not that expensive. And I hit directions right here. It's automatically going to load up with the transit because it recognizes that we have a transit right here in Atlanta, Georgia. So of course, Apple is very environmental, environmentally conscious, so they want you to catch a train before you actually go burn a hole in the ozone layer in regards to driving your own vehicle and possibly going by yourself. But I can just kind of hit drive right over here. It's going to show my directions, my locations. I can walk there. It'll show me it's going to take 7 hours, but whatever. All kind of different things. And then, like I mentioned, the transit is here. They talked about it a while ago. It's showing me the what bus to catch, what train to catch. And if I had an application, which I don't, I can actually hitch a ride with like Uber, and I can just say, hey, I want to do a ride with Uber or Lyft or any of those different applications that offer a ride along service. The tip number 3 that I want to show you is iTunes. One thing that I really hated about iTunes was when you're playing your music, and I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to play this Dwele song right here, was I would accidentally be going down here to browse or whatever, and as the song's playing, as I'm browsing or as I'm like over here on the radio, I would accidentally bump one of these little things up here versus actually trying to skip to the next song right down here within the radio. So they made it bigger and bolder, which is really awesome. I don't have the audio being played because I don't want any copyright infringements here, but as you can see, the buttons are really big and bold, and as I hit that pause and play button there, it bounces up and bounces down. A lot of real attention to detail. As you can see, the slider here, the slider is really neat in regards to you can see how far my finger is away, and you can see where things are moving around, which is really awesome. So they have a lot of attention to detail. Even as I move over the time right there, as far as the song, you see the time drops down there. So Apple did a really good job with iTunes this time around, and hopefully they will get it right. But there's a lot of things I did not like about iTunes. There's some things I loved about iTunes. There's some things I hated about the iTunes design, but it seems like they actually kind of went to a very simple design. Always keep in mind, guys, simple is sometimes the best thing that you could ever do in regards to your design. Just keep it simple. Another thing I want to show you guys over here is I want to go over to my control center, and one thing that they've done, they didn't really mention this during the WWDC 2016 if you watch it the way I did, but you can actually have different intensities on your flashlight now. So they have a low intensity, they have a medium intensity, and they have a high intensity. So that's really cool. You can see the reflection here on the boxes there in reference to my different intensities as far as the medium, as far as the low, and as far as the high. So that's really cool. But of course, you know, all these other different little icons right down here work as well on the 3D touch. So right here I can set, you know, an hour, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, or 1 minute in regards to my timer just off the 3D touch, which is really cool. And the camera, all kind of different cool stuff like that. Another thing that I want to show you guys is the watch faces. So I am Apple Watch user here, and this is one of the newer faces that they're offering in the App Store. And excuse my watch for being so filthy and dirty there. But right here on the screen, I really want to kind of show you, you know, the different Apple Watch faces that they've kind of introduced for us here in regards to the watch. So right down here you can see my faces. They have a little button down here for the faces, so you can actually come right over here and you can design your face that you want for your Apple Watch, and then you can automatically just send it right to your Apple Watch. So right now, here's the face that I have here as far as my activity, and you know, I'm not necessarily doing all that great right now. I need to go exercise, I know, but right here is Mickey Mouse on the actual iPhone. So I can just hit add right there, and then when I come back over here to my watch faces, I can click that right there. I can go deeper into detail. There's many, the black and white type of feel, and I can say set current watch to face, which is really neat, which is really awesome. And sometimes it takes a little while for it to actually do it. Like I mentioned before, we're in beta, so you know, this is beta 1. Things get a little bit better as the betas go by, but here is mini right here on my watch, and you see I didn't touch my watch, I didn't do anything to my watch, and Minnie Mouse is right there on my watch. It's the wrong one, but whatever, Minnie Mouse is there. So what are we going to talk about next? We're going to talk about number 6, which I think is really cool. I'm going to unlock the orientation on my phone here, and I'm going to go over here to my text messages. Now my son actually does have iOS 10, and I've been sending him a lot of messages, and it's been driving him nuts, but whatever. You know, I told him I need to send him a lot of messages in regards to making these tutorials for you guys. But as I turn my phone here to the side, you can see where I can write different stuff in regards to it. And here's some of the stuff that I've written in the past or whatever, which is pretty cool. But right here is thank you, and I see the word thank you there, but I can clear that and I can write awesome. So I can write the word awesome, whatever, I can hit done, and I can send that right to him in regards to, it's really clean, really nice looking in regards to, you know, writing your own messages in messages, which is really cool, which is really awesome. The next thing I want to talk about is the quick message. So here's all kind of different messages. Since we're already over here in the messages, I can go over here and I can hold on to a message, the word awesome that I wrote, and I can do a heart, I can do the thumbs up, the thumbs down, the haha, the exclamation mark, and the question mark. And it's almost like you start to ask yourself, like, you know, Apple, you know, why didn't you do this from the very beginning? You know, what the heck? Why did you wait till version 10 to actually give us this? So I can actually go do the exclamation mark right behind it. And as you can see there, I sent the quick message in regards to, you know, showing, you know, especially if it's something that he said to me, I can say haha right on top of that message. And it's really cool, really neat in regards to, you know, really being intuitive. And that's what Apple's really trying to bring us in regards to ISO 10, is the, you know, user ability, the interface, and being able to be really efficient and helping a person understand, you know, exactly what's going on in regards to your whole entire phone. But right here in messages, you know, I'm sending you this little haha right here on top of this, because that's what I'm laughing at, versus before we would actually just write haha. You know, it's almost like it can get lost in translation somehow, some way, if you really wanted to, you know, I guess. But the next thing I want to talk to you about is right over here is in messages as well. Is I have a few string of messages right down here. So what I can do is I can go over here to these string of messages, and here's a buddy of mine, Thomas. However, Thomas doesn't have ISO 10 right now. However, what I can do is I can go over here and I can say right here on the little bubble right there, and I can turn on the read receipts just for Thomas. So if I want Thomas to see my read receipts and I don't want nobody else to see my read receipts, I now have the choice to do that versus, turning the read receipts on for everyone. So I think that's a pretty cool feature. That's an awesome feature right there. And the last thing I want to show you, the 10th thing that I want to show you in these 10, quick tips right here is actually, this is number 9, is I want to show you that you can actually do 3D touch on all your applications here. I accidentally opened up Safari there, but you can see that you can do 3D touch on every single application. Now, if the application doesn't necessarily have any type of 3D touch availability to it, you can see where it says share. So I can actually share this message out to, I can copy the link, I can share it to Twitter, Facebook, all kind of different social networks. I can share it in the message. So if a person's asking me, yo, where's this app at? How can I download this app? Until they actually really update their app and really create some 3D touch features here on their application, you can always share an application anytime you want to. And the very last thing that I want to show you guys is right down here, you're going to get all kind of different, suggestions with Siri. Before, you actually had to just, be silent, hit Siri and be silent and wait for Siri to kind of time out to see the suggestions. But as I hit Siri, how are you doing today?
Fine. Thanks for asking.
So you can see right down here, we have a question mark in the very bottom of Siri where I can see all the different suggestions, anytime I want. I do believe that's changed. I don't know if that's 100% new or not. But another thing right here inside of Siri is I said, Siri, how are you doing? And I can actually go and edit what I said to Siri now. So there's been a lot of times where I'm sending a text message and I'm trying to use Siri with the text message, but as you can see right here, I can also go over here and I can edit and I can say whatever I want to say in regards to with Siri now. So
St. European EQDLACC traded up 3.24% last Thursday at €18.81.
All right, so Siri had a mouthful and I didn't even know that I was actually typing anything when I just typed in GAFF. I was just trying to just type anything in there in regards to just showing you how you can edit it. But those are the first 10 tips that I want to show you guys and share with you guys in regards to the new ISO 10. And those are the 10 tips I want to share with you guys on ISO 10. Thanks for watching and make sure you subscribe. I'll be showing you guys a lot more real soon. Goodbye.